Hello everybody. Welcome into another Roulette Rivals matchup as part of Roulette Rivals 7. Today, we have a match between Frote7 and ChromeX. I am going to be joined on my shoutcast today by the warm and lovely and well-known Gordiniroy. Gordy, are you there, sir?
I am here, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm always, however I'm doing before a match, I'm always doing so much better when I'm in a match and when I hear your voice and I'm talking to you. I'm absolutely pumped for this matchup today between Frote and Chrome. This is going to be a big one. It's going to
be large.
Yeah, large if true, and it is true. It's upon us, and we're going to be facing off on Paris, and I presume Mendoza. I don't know if I know Chrome is a big Mendoza fan. First traveling to Paris.
It is not. We're going to Paris. Obviously, Frote's favorite map, and he has stated that multiple times over the years. But ChromeX has picked Dubai.
Dubai. Okay. Well, Dubai. I don't imagine we will be spending much time on Dubai, especially not with these two players.
I should not have thought so, no.
Yeah. This may be a quick one, but then again, it may not. It is roulette after all, and we've already seen some truly bizarre and almost one would say cursed moments of bad luck and roulette brain and just strange, unpredictable mechanics. You know, just it's been so much fun though. Don't get me wrong, it's been so much fun.
Oh, you were saying ChromeX, you'd expect ChromeX to pick Mendoza, yeah?
Yeah, I thought so.
That's because Frote banned Mendoza.
Oh, has he? That makes sense. You know, but then again, everyone knows, or most people know in the community, that Chrome is a huge fan of Mendoza. One might say almost as much as Frote loves Paris, even.
Well, that was the funny thing. Well, you can see on the screen who's picked and banned what. Obviously, the player on the left gets the ban first, and then the player on the right, they do their ban. Player on the left picks. Player on the right picks.
Sure.
So Frote banned Mendoza. ChromeX retaliated with a Sapienza ban. Frote picked Paris, and ChromeX picked Dubai. So. Yeah, Frote using the pick and ban very much to his advantage there, I would say. He's played a blinder. When it comes to the actual ban and map pick there, done very well. Psychological battle won.
Right.
In the weigh-in stages at the face-off.
Sure, and you know, the psychological battle is very much a factor. It's hard to overstate just how much of a factor it is, but most of the longtime viewers know it. Certainly the competitors know it, and yeah, these competitors specifically as well. It's definitely going to be something that they've already tapped into and probably will throughout the match in ways we can't even imagine.
Indeed. I mean, if someone would have banned Haven against me, oh, I'd be furious. I'd be furious.
Everybody's writing that down right now.
I hope they are.
So we're just under 30 seconds away. You know what? I have not gotten any predictions made yet. I'm slacking. Maybe I could do a quick 1-minute prediction in case anybody wants to try and get one in. But it's going to be a short one. When the spin gets here, Gordy, would you care to take it for us?
I reckon I can manage that, mate.
Awesome.
But looking at it, Frote's been here 8 times, only lost the once, so good stuff there. ChromeX 1 and 3. However, we have Victor Novikov with a saber as the tech crew. Dalia Margolis with a pistol as Helmut Kruger. I reckon we might see, and this is not just hyperbole, I think we're going to see fireworks. I think we're going to see it right away, from the start. Because that would make absolute sense. Definitely.
Now, it's worth pointing out that this pistol kill on Dalia does not need to be a loud pistol. It can be silenced, can be loud.
Of course.
And the saber, there are a few, I know there's some downstairs in the museum, maybe one up in the attic as well. Couple
There
places
is
at
one
least.
up in the attic, yeah, but you're not going to see that one in the attic, no doubt about that. But look
Sure.
at this, nice and early victor for ChromeX there.
Yes, got
Both
him.
tech starts, both going with the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Frote bringing down Dahlia by the looks of things. And of course, you're going to want to get a helmet while the fireworks are going as well. Everybody's looking at the sky. It's
Sure.
a very easy trank or sedative needle.
Sure. Definitely. So both players are moving at a breakneck pace here. There's certainly no hesitation from either of them. Frote's now got Victor. Let him walk a little bit after triggering the fireworks to drag him into the bathroom here.
Yeah, he knocked out the security guard that's by the fireworks remote, let him walk into the bathroom, knocked him out in there, knocked out Victor outside the bathroom, dragged him in. That is Victor isolated for Frote. ChromeX, as we know, isolated him right at the start, right by the other entrance into the Sheikh's room.
Sure.
Look at this, both pretty much going up to Victor.
Helmet. Yes.
Sorry, helmet. There we go. We see a sedative syringe on both of them as well.
That's the way to go, for sure.
And you look at the time differential, in-game time. There's about 8 or 9 seconds in between them two.
Sure.
Despite the fact ChromeX loading in first.
They are nearly neck and neck, just seconds behind one another.
And there was a slight difference in what order they did things there with how to get Dahlia moving.
Sure.
And look at it. You see Frote has Dahlia already there out on the balcony, whereas ChromeX is still waiting for her to go into the room.
Mm-hmm. And
that is Dahlia dead for ChromeX.
And here it is for Frote.
Boom. Not too different.
Oh, that's incredible. Now Chrome does get a bullet impact noticed. He did a distraction shot, and it turned into a bullet impact notice, which pulled unwanted attention into that room. He gets ripped, dragging Dahlia to the closet.
Oh, and he's gone for a replan. What's he up to now? He's put in a. He's changed his gun. I think he went for was that a Trank?
I think it was just I think it was just a different pistol, maybe a Krugermeyer.
Could have been a Krugermeyer. No, it's still got the ICA 19 Chrome. I think he might pick the Trank. But meanwhile, Frote is in the security guard disguise, on his way downstairs to get himself the saber.
Oh, Chrome gets a target lockdown.
Should be fine if he can catch him. Still got green guns. He's just over by the piano now, which is absolutely great as long as those.
Ooh, Frote gets a bullet impact notice there, but not going to matter.
No, that was obviously he needs a security guard disguise or some sort of enforcer type disguise to be able to carry, open carry the saber.
Sure.
You don't need to, because you can fit a saber into a briefcase. For some reason, they fit. Just like sniper rifles do.
It's just a matter of creative shotguns. Just a matter of creative arranging inside the limitations of the briefcase. That's all.
Of course, yes. But he's just waiting for the security guards to walk on, and this will be Victor dead any second now.
Yep.
3 minutes and 30 seconds. Victor is dead, and Frote is free to get himself to an exit.
Most
He's
likely
go down through the basement.
Yep.
Out by the kitchen.
Which should be clear of any enforcers. I don't think there's anyone down there who can see through that crew disguise. So.
No, the chefs don't care about the anybody apart from other chefs or an actual trespasser.
And there it is for Frote. GG's on
he is out.
Snatching a real quick Paris victory.
0 restarts.
That very well could have been within photo finish range had Chrome not had that really unfortunate bullet impact noticed. That
talking of unfortunate, look at this helmet. Stood there with the sedative animation just not working for him at all. There.
Yeah.
That's horrible when that happens. You kind of got to give him a bump or aim down the sights, I think it is. Which can we saw Chrome actually aim down the sights, but get some sus there, so that was no good for him. So yeah,
welcome in everybody. Sorry that we weren't able to say hello, but obviously that was I mean, there was no time to not be commentating on that match. It was so fast. Really well played. If you're just joining us, Frote just blew through Paris in 3.5, 4 minutes. So already took the first 2 points of the matchup here, but welcome in. This is a certainly going to be a good watch. We are now traveling to Dubai, which is ChromeX's choice, and we will have our spin in just under 3 minutes. Yeah, Gordy, what are your thoughts on that Paris? Anything that you feel went remarkable, extra remarkable about it, other than just how quickly it's over?
It was kind of textbook. But the thing about again at this level, no hesitation in planning. Certainly not for Frote there. He was straight in, knew exactly what he wanted to do and how he was going to do it.
Sure.
And he did it. ChromeX again. What screwed him was like you said, that bullet impact noticed. He went for a bullet panic there. He didn't actually need to.
Right.
Because it was helmet can go pretty much anywhere.
Right.
He wasn't trespassing. I don't know if it was because he wanted to leave Dahlia where she was, and so he could leg it and go do other things.
Right.
But no, it was once that happened, kind of a wrap, because Froggy's strat is basically, I'm not going to rip.
Right.
If I can play it without ripping, and I know I'm quick, then yeah, it's the pressure's on the other guy.
Sure.
And Dubai, I know he likes a bit of Dubai. It's not a suit start. I'm pretty sure we'll see him starting in the security guard, in the guard room. Right.
There is
That's his favorite spot.
The meta for Dubai is just either security guard start, or I think event staff is the other viable start for being able to reach both of the targets with relative. It's relatively guaranteed that you get both of them if you know what the isolation tactic is, and many roulette competitors do. Because of that,
I mean, a lot of people go for a suit start that way as well, because again, you can absolutely get there and isolate both of them within yards of each other. Is the if you put a straight line between the two targets.
Sure.
So, yeah, I'd like to see some live kills in awkward disguises, just to spice it up.
Definitely something like the assassin. Not necessarily a hard disguise to get, but it does involve kind of going out of your way a little bit for it. Skydiving suit kill. I'm not sure if any new skydiving suit conditions have been added, or unbanned rather, but that would certainly be, or at least has the potential to be, an interesting kill combination. If
the skydiving suit, I believe, is remote trap only, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. So something involving getting up and setting up some, like a falling object with a micro explosive, maybe, or an electrocution. But we'll see. Sometimes the spins can surprise us, and hopefully that's what happens with this one.
Well, it's still early in the comp. I expect this to be done within 5 minutes. Otherwise, I'm asking for my money back. Barb, what's the spin, man? Come on, tell us.
All right. We have got Carl Ingram eliminated with electrocution while wearing the assassin disguise. All right. And Marcus Stuyvesant eliminated with a fiber wire disguised as maintenance staff. So we have a unique disguise for Carl and a live kill for Marcus.
Okay, maintenance staff. He can get to him pretty quickly.
Yep, and like we said, the assassin isn't necessarily an difficult disguise to get, but just depending on how they incorporate the grab with setting up the kill and approaching the target, it may still be interesting, but it's definitely not challenging to get the assassin.
Yeah, I've not seen any real quick grabs of the assassin. We've seen some strides done with Oscar Lafayette. But the assassin, it's listen to them moan, then isolate him in the bushes.
Yep, comes over to check out the radio. He's very easy.
That's the one.
Yep. So Chrome,
tutorial disguise as Moody says. Yes.
Chrome's got the tech crew disguise. Frote went for the security start. Chrome pacifying the Ingram bodyguards straight off the bat. Carl sees it and screams, but it doesn't matter. Knock him right out on the floor. Frote heading up through these stairs in the maintenance hallway. Now this is a trespassing disguise up here.
There is a water cooler, isn't there? Right by Carl.
Yep.
So that's your electrocution spot if you got a micro electric.
Now both
device.
players have their maintenance staff disguise on already and are planning to intercept Marcus as he walks through this hallway here. Very easy grab.
He's got to take care of his guard. Of course, there's a wandering guard if you haven't already him.
Oh, Chrome now, yeah, the guard did hear that shot, but it won't matter.
Wow, that was a clutch from Chrome there.
Very
Frote
close.
Has the kill and is off.
Yes. Oh no, what happened? Chrome restarted.
Yeah, I think he might have got spotted putting the...
Oh no.
Yeah.
Optimized himself right into a restart. Oh no, but speaking of restarts, no.
Frote got spotted. Yeah, this might actually throw a bit of a curveball with these boys trying to go too quick here.
Oh man, and that's sometimes that's what happens when you see two like really fast, fearsome players like this happen. They just try to be as quick as they can, as optimal as they can, and sometimes, you know, those really optimized strats, there are ways to kind of make a mistake sometimes, or just get unlucky and then you get ripped. And
I think ChromeX might have the right approach here with the isolation of Carl first.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Frote trying to get it second. I think things might be a little bit too far in motion for him, but again, you can make it fit or make it fit.
Mm-hmm. So now Chrome's got everybody pacified up there. The whole Ingram crew is down on the balcony and is now heading back down to try and grab Marcus with the fiber wire as he walks through the hallway here. What happened last time was that guard heard his tranquilized dart shot, and I think that's kind of where things got off the rails. Now he's making the pacifications with the Calmer and gets the fiber wire kill. Frote is just seconds behind him in game here. Does a little bump before he knocks him out.
Sure. But Chrome does already have the Ingram isolation.
Sure.
With a green punch as well, which is insane.
Definitely.
As Coach pointed out.
Yeah, definitely not likely to happen, but can. It does happen on rare occasion.
But did.
Yes.
Okay. Water is leaking for Chrome. We've got the drag now. Whereas Frote still has to isolate Carl.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very much Chrome's to lose and shouldn't do. So he's dropped the micro.
Oh no, did that guard eat the dart? No, it does take. Okay.
So Chrome's just going to detonate on exit because obviously he needs the assassin now.
Right. Which shouldn't be a complicated grab, but roulette brain is a factor doing roulette spins. And,
time consuming. It's the only thing with it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta run down
Chrome
there.
Forgot to drop the micro. Oh, he's had to go back and drop it. Oh, that's frustrating. That was a massive advantage he had there, and he might have given it up. Oh, this could be tight. This could be very, very tight.
It all depends on how they get the assassin now.
Tell a lie, Frote had to pick his up as well. They both had exactly the same stash point for the micro.
Wow.
So yeah, ChromeX is actually in the lead.
Yep.
Hush, shut my whore mouth. Different routes, though, down to the assassins. So, let's see if any time can be made up by Frote here. Skies change as well, so he might get an easier route.
Yeah, this does seem a little bit more direct than the way that Chrome went, I think.
But apart from the fact Chrome's already there, the conversation has started. Now he's just got to wait.
And this is all proximity triggered. This doesn't happen, until you run close enough to it. So, Chrome still is ahead.
Chrome, looking at it as well, what, about 20 seconds, about 15 seconds in front in-game time as well. Frote having to wait. ChromeX gets the knockout on the assassin, gets the disguise, going to pop that taser. Does that, just needs to get to an exit and go.
There he is. Now this should be relatively straightforward exit. I don't think there's anyone who can enforce this disguise between here and the elevators.
I don't think he has any enforcers unless you go in trespass. Froggy just about to yeah, he's popped. Look at that, going back into the security guard disguise Frote is for some reason, but
maybe
let's
heading
see
for
how close it's going. Oh, he's going for a closer exit. He's going for
skydiving point, it looks like.
Skydive. Yeah.
And this is definitely going to be within photo finish territory. So our
So it is.
match admin, I'm pretty sure this feels like a photo finish.
It is a photo finish. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely a photo finish. But they don't. How many times they rip? Once, twice each.
They each did at least once, for a fact, because it happened so close to each other. I think that may have been the only one.
Yeah, I don't think there were any others. If there were, it might have been ChromeX with with a replan. Admin for this match is Yanini, I believe. Yes, it is.
Okay, so I believe we are back live now.
Funny thing you were telling me during the break there, Barb. He wasn't. He was typing frantically to try and get this thing back on the road. We're just saying as well, our admin for this is Yanini.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, though, we're not even... well, looking at the countdown timer, it's 38 minutes and 22 seconds left on the spin.
Right.
47 minutes per spin in the first round. So Yanni doesn't have to scroll too far back.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't going to be some photo finishes require a lot of calculation if there's like a lot of restarts and loading and things like that.
Oh god, yeah. They can be an absolute nightmare. I mean, when you got a console versus a PC, and then you got to tie it up, and if it's gone deep into the match, then the admins start to sweat a bit, don't they?
Yeah.
They go a long way back and find all the.
This feels like a good time. This feels like a good time to point out that these matches are only possible because so many people are willing to volunteer, their time and their energy into, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes for this. So a shout out to not only the server admins but the roulette admins as well, who are willing to put in this work to make it happen and make these events possible and so much fun to watch. So we are blessed. We are very blessed.
No, they should do it for free. Oh, tell a lie, we do.
That's right. Just because we love it and we're so passionate about the game. So
no, it's even the small part of the curtain that I get to see behind as a caster. It's a lot of work. It's an awful lot of work. It's a lot of stress. There's a lot of people to keep happy.
Right.
That's that old saying, isn't it? You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all of the time.
Right.
That's definitely the case when it comes to any sort of online competition.
Yeah, it is. But I think they've struck a good balance, and certainly, certainly it is something that we all enjoy a lot and really feel good about.
Well, that's the thing as well. I mean, even if you think you're not being listened to, you are. It just takes a long time to get an answer because a lot of people have to agree on something before they can give a united front.
Sure, and it's very much it very much is a community where there are a lot of voices and a lot of feedback, and people are always willing to share strats and ideas and theories and things. So if you're watching and you feel passionate about Hitman and are looking to kind of get involved in community events and speedrunning competitions and all sorts of different things, there is a command here. You can join. We've got a link. I think I have this working. Let's see. Yes, there it is. I am a professional streamer. There's a link to join the Discord if you are interested to get involved. So please do follow that, and also check out hitmaps.com too. Lots of good stuff over there, including the upcoming schedule of all future roulette matches.
Okay, I'm just looking in the matchups channel there, and Yanini saying photo finish Frote exited 21 seconds earlier. That's not how it looked to us on stream. It looked like ChromeX exited way quicker.
I think maybe he may have meant to say Chrome instead of Frote there.
I think he might have done, yeah. Unless we're going to see a Louisiana screwball, the screw job, sorry, for those professional wrestling fans of you out there.
Oh, it says.
I doubt it very much because we can all see the evidence of our own eyes.
Sure, Mr. Mike has updated us there. He says that they're digging into some server logs to see what happened, so it'll be a few extra minutes No worries at all. That just means we have to sit here and keep chat from killing each other while we wait for the next spin to arrive. So, how we doing, chat? Let's. Oh, we can't pay out predictions yet because we're waiting. I turned to the channel points and the predictions right away, like that'll pacify them. And crap, that is not one of the tricks.
You've got to be very careful with allocating the prediction points. If you get it wrong. If you get it wrong, like some idiot did the other night. Oh my god!
Oh, that was brutal.
That was brutal because the split was like 51 to 49% as well. So yeah.
That was a tough one for that caster to get out of. Who was that exactly? I'm having a hard time remembering.
To be fair, what I did was just go, well, nothing I can do about it. Let's move on. Truthfully,
the best way to move about it, you know, we've got a captive, we've got a captive audience here. They don't have any power in this situation. It's all in our hands. So that's just the reality of the situation.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, chat. Sometimes that's just how it happens.
I thought they were going to riot, to be fair. And all I could do was just like, right, I'm not looking at chat no more. No. And just have you in Frote7 keep nudging me in the back in the commentary booth going, streamer.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes the hilarious moments happen on stream, the crazy moments happen, you know, in the match, and then sometimes what happens that's hilarious is the mistakes that the streamers and shoutcasters will make. So,
it's all part of the entertainment, and I'm basically the Vince McMahon up in this here.
I agree. I would not argue that point at all. And it's all fun. It's an experience all around. So no matter which way you get your enjoyment from these shoutcasts, at least you're getting things to enjoy, you know?
Indeed. Well, of course, we are in a photo finish situation here at the moment. We are waiting for the admins to sort it out.
And they are working diligently. We can trust. So if you're wondering, if you're stopping into the stream and you're like, what's going on? What's happening? Behind the scenes work is happening to determine who actually performed that map faster. It was extremely close. Both players reset, I think, at least one time.
It was just the one time. They both had one load in, one restart, which was obviously another load.
Mm-hmm.
But both of these guys are on PC, and both of them load pretty quickly. Given the fact that ChromeX was in 21 seconds before, I'd say it's looking pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
Who took Dubai there? For my money, ChromeX. But of course, the admins, if there's an issue, they've got to look at it just to make sure that if there's a closer one, it's not going to be a problem.
Right. Yes, that and a photo finish is basically, if you're wondering what a photo finish is and you don't know, all it is where the match admin will go back and watch the entire amount of time, or not, excuse me, they don't watch the entire amount of time. What they do is they go to when they completed the spin, and then they go back through the VOD or the gameplay, and they remove, they take that total amount of time, and then they will subtract whatever amount of time the player spent during a loading screen, and only a loading screen. So if they're in the spin and they hit pause, doesn't matter. That contributes towards their total time run to complete. If they're sitting in their inventory screen, that time contributes towards, their total time to complete. It's just the loading times which are removed from the equation, and whichever player completed the spin and got out with less time, versus their opponent, is declared the victor and will take the 2 points from this particular matchup, and in any matchup where it ends in a photo finish.
Yeah, of course, pausing in game is only a free action with your in-game timer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's real-time attack.
Right.
Of course, the loading time being taken into consideration for what's known as a photo finish, 47 seconds, I believe. If both players finish within 47 seconds, quite accurately,
right,
within each other, then they will take into account the loading times. It was brought in to take into account differences in hardware, because the game will run how the game runs. You plan how you plan, but loading times, that can be a bit of a bugger, especially when you've got cross-platform things with consoles. Say you got a console. I mean, if you're on PS4 versus a PS5 or an Xbox One versus an Xbox Series X,
right,
the loading times are going to be vastly different. See, it was just a way to try and level the playing field, especially when you got console versus PC.
Right.
So, but yet that is in place now. It's trying to make it as fair as possible. This is not a cross-platform competition in the respect you've got PC versus PC.
Correct.
Console is just one bracket. You don't have an Xbox lot versus a PS lot, PlayStation lot,
Right.
or even was it 5th gen or 7th gen? I forget the gens.
The most recent one and the one previously. Yeah.
Yeah. Say PS5 versus PS4. I mean, you got they will play against each other.
Right.
But the photo finish is there to try and make it a bit fair.
Right. And that's important too. You know, the it's a very legitimate enterprise in the sense that, you know, we want to make it as fair for our competitors as we possibly can, with rules and protocols and how certain things are handled. And this definitely, you know, is the premier in Hitman competitions. There's lots of steps and checks and balances and things like that. A rule set that has evolved over time to make it, you know, just so that people can compete with this confidence that, you know, this isn't just some amateur operation. It really is something that a lot of thought and consideration has gone into.
It will continue to evolve and improve as well, because we have these feedback forms and things at the end of each competition. People fill them out. Some people spoil their ballot by writing silly things like Gordini sucks.
Sure.
And those guys should be just thrown out of the community. But as we are speaking, Yanini is typing.
Okay.
Now, based on past experience, Yanini can speak so fast.
Sure.
Type, not so quick.
Not as fast as he can speak. That's right. It is a bit more involved for sure.
Yeah, he to be fair though, he does like to get it absolutely right, whatever he's going to type in there. He has used that as a reason in the past. Like, no, if I'm going to put it down when it comes to a decision, I need to make sure it's absolutely bloody right. Otherwise, I'm going to get murdered.
Right. Yeah, it's not always the same approach to when he's like speed running and doing roulette spins. A bit more thoughtful and careful with the match admin decisions and in relaying those messages. But
here we go. Okay, so due to Hitmap's registering 2 done inputs from Chrome, his earlier statement was wrong. After investigating the server logs, Mr. Mike found Chrome to finish 23 seconds ahead of Frote.
Okay.
Frote's loading time was 9 seconds across 2 loads. Chrome's loading time was 13 seconds across 2 loads. Chrome extends his lead to 27 seconds and wins Dubai. That means we are off to Marrakesh, 32 minutes past the hour.
A decider match. This was truly the best outcome. Thank you all for your patience and for sticking around. And thank you to Mr. Mike and the match admin, Yanini, for sorting that out. I believe that was probably a bit more work than is typical of a photo finish, but that did not take very long at all. So kudos to the behind the scenes magic makers who keep things running and getting us sorted back on track. Now we are just under 2 minutes away from traveling to Marrakesh. This is neither player's choice. Obviously neither player's bandit. And chosen purely by hitmaps.com. It's unlikely, I hate to break it to you, everybody, but it is very unlikely that this is going to end in a draw, that we would see another match. This is likely the last one here that we will see. Either Frote or Chrome going to be the victor, and one's going to be the loser on this map. Someone's going to go down into the lower bracket. And we're just under a minute and a half from finding out who that's going to be. Gordy, what would you like to see here on Marrakesh? Any thoughts? Anything particularly interesting or spicy that we might get? Prisoner,
fiber wire, Klaus.
Prisoner. You seem to know exactly. That's a very specific spin. Is there a backstory there?
Yeah, Prisoner's just a nightmare, and Klaus would be a live kill then.
Right.
As well. So
yeah, that would be.
You probably have to get across to the consulate in the Prisoner. It's doable. Many people have done it. Mm-hmm. There's loads of stuff on YouTube about it. But yeah, I think that would be one of the spicier types of conditions we could get.
Yeah,
But
I think so. That's more dastardly than anything I think I could have thought up, and that just kind of
saying that prisoner loud shotgun, Klaus, but also stipulate in the consulate in front
sure.
of people.
Yeah, sometimes roulette will just serve you a spin that you would have never thought that you'd seen. I mean, at least if you're a returning rival or a roulette rookie, sometimes the initial problem that is served to you when the spin arrives is just something, at least from my experience, kind of breaks your brain, and you're like, oh God, how am I going to do this? And you really got to think on the fly and figure it out, especially if it's not something you've practiced. But then again, this is Frote and Chrome. So very experienced, very practiced. Gordy, the spin is here. Why don't you go ahead and take it for us?
Okay, we got General Razor Zaydan with injected poison as the headmaster, and Klaus Hugo Stramberg with an SMG as the waiter. Now, waiter's an interesting one. You can start as the waiter. Probably the way forward there. There's no point if you're not starting in a suit. Well, look at that. ChromeX is straight in.
And Frote just hot on his heels. Very fast.
20 odd seconds there for both these guys. No messing about. But then think about it.
Both with a waiter start.
Oh, wow. Look, they're both in straight away.
I believe that's because waiter can be a difficult one to grab if you don't start as the waiter.
Yeah. Absolute pain in the bum. It's easier than, say, the fortune teller, less waiting, but you've still got to get into the shisha cafe, and you've still got to then get him somewhere isolated so you can grab his disguise.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of eyeballs in there. But look at this. These boys basically started at exactly the same time. ChromeX did hit start or load quicker than Frote, but was only in there. I honestly thought Frote started first. So already we got a differential in the loading time there.
I know, I love it. I love it when the runs are so synchronous like this, both sneaking through the parking garage, running around.
Frote taking a more direct route there. You see ChromeX going around the outside of the cars. Frote much more confident.
It may come down to the smallest of optimizations here that each player makes.
Both going for the double bomb entry.
Oh man,
ChromeX having some trouble there, but he does get in. But look at this. Frote has stolen quite the march on him there.
Yes, he has.
Thinking waiter SMG. Now, are they going for the Hoover strat? They are not. Oh, yes, they are. Tell a lie.
Sure.
So we're going to see kills at a pretty similar sort of time here.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do to hurry up this Klaus kill. It's very sensitive to timing when he comes down. You got a little bit of preparation to do with getting this consulate guard to leave the balcony, and then you got to do a bit of a chain lure kind of to bring Klaus into the room. Just because there are some eyes down below there where the interview takes place that can see you if you try to grab Klaus, or if you have to end up frontal KOing him, it's going to make a noise that would bring somebody up. Hopefully it goes smoothly for our players here, but there are some ways for things to go a little bit sideways here.
True. One of the just trying to think. You see Frote actually did some disguise manipulation there. He's actually moved his disguise out.
Yeah.
Further into the middle of the room, you would do that by getting changed and getting changed again, and the disguise will drop where you get changed. You can see it's much, much closer. So he's actually looking to get the kill, change into the disguise that will give him a good exfiltration as quick as possible, rather than having to run along. Look at that straight away, boxing him as well. Being ultra careful.
This is extremely synchronized.
And look at that. I mean,
Chrome's kind of pulled ahead.
Didn't bother. He's left him out there.
Right.
He's gone.
And Frote's going a different way here. He's going to be Chrome kind of went down the back.
Yeah, he's going straight out the front door because you can. Whereas ChromeX going down the back and then going out the front. Interesting.
This is still extremely close here between both players.
ChromeX getting the quicker kill and should have had the quicker exfiltration, but Frote knew exactly where he was going.
Yeah, he had a bit more optimal, and like I said earlier, if both players play smoothly here, it could come down to the slightest of optimizations made, between them that is going to separate who did it faster.
This is obviously going to go up through different routes as well to the headmaster's house.
Sure, but going to
Look at how much further Frote is in front by going straight there, going straight out the front door,
sure.
down those stairs, straight out the front door, straight up to the headmaster. Got a wrench in his hand already. That poor old man. All those years spent educating children just to get smacked in the back of the head with a blunt object.
And his clothes stolen, no less.
And his clothes, he's been stripped nearly naked by a psychopath with a barcode on the back of his noggin. But hey,
he's a lovable psychopath, though, right? We all love 47.
No, I think he's a nightmare. There's something wrong with him. Okay, now Frote does have to negotiate this guard, throw in the crowbar.
That was a clean toss.
It was a clean toss. Got a SMG in his hand to open this door now.
Sure.
Gotta be a little bit careful because the guard the other side does have... That's a seeker.
All right, Frote's calmer.
Oh no, it's a calmer.
Yeah,
it's a calmer. Look, a seeker. But either way, he's going to have to bust his way in here as well. Oh, he's got a key. He did pick up the headmaster's key, of course.
Very important part of grabbing the disguise is remembering to grab the key as well.
Yeah, going in this back door here, both of these guys not going to have trouble with that roaming guard. His cycle's just matched up with him being out of the way. Both going for a tannoy lure, which makes sense.
Definitely. This activating this intercom here brings the soldiers below start talking a whole bunch of smack, and Reza comes to investigate, which is the ideal way to get an isolation on him. It's kind of the meta for Reza, but there are some other opportunities as well. So now both players got to sit here and wait for him to make his way up to investigate. He's further along for Frote. Chrome's got a bit longer of a wait, it looks like, based on...
He's got a lot longer of a wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with any of these sorts of lures. The further away they are when you start the lure, it's pain.
That's just time. It's time where you just have to sit there and watch and wait and feel helpless now. Okay, yeah, that made me a little nervous. Whoa. He poked him and then it looked like he wanted to do a GRB almost. But Frote does get him.
Frote going for the bizarre exit by the looks of it, rather than risking going in and getting the truck keys from that upper level. Completely doable. And look at this, ultra safe, getting changed into a soldier disguise.
Yep.
Just so he can just run on head up out here and not worry too much about any enforcers.
Chrome's
Should be no enforcers for him now.
Chrome's got the poke on Reza as well. And,
and he's going downstairs.
Yeah, we're going to see a different exit here. Or, excuse me, different way out.
Dangerous one, because he's going to have to wait for that guard there. Because he could have made that really close by, you know, going along the ledge and getting the truck keys. But that's Frote, that's a GG.
Yeah, that's going to be GG's for Frote on... It looks like Chrome's going to be... Didn't grab the army truck key, so can't get a fast exfiltration. That would definitely at least force a photo finish. But even so, it's looking very unlikely that he would have won, simply because of the amount of time he had to wait for Reza to reach the bathroom.
There were no rips. And look at this. You got this guard in the bloody way as well. He's had to vault over the concrete.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, that really would rub it in. But there were no restarts from either player.
Yeah, that was extremely well played. Frote did it faster, but that was a very, very tight and well played Marrakesh spin by both.
Bumping. Look at all the bumping ChromeX had to go through there.
So frustrating when the crowd NPCs are slowing you down. There's a time difference there, in-game time difference. Frote's got it in 6:33, Chrome in 7:23. And yeah, that's, you know, almost certainly a victory for Frote. Just waiting for confirmation from our match admin, and he will be the first to 4 advancing in the upper bracket, and Chrome will be sorted down into the lower bracket where he is down but not out. The competition continues on for Chrome for at least one more match, possibly many, many more. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if we see Chrome in it for many, many more, because that was so well played.
It was smooth. Very smooth. Up till the end where everybody started to decide they were going to be absolutely immovable object. But, yeah, GG's Frote. Unlucky there, Chrome, but again, we will see you in the LB.
Yes.
Hopefully, I won't see you in the LB. I don't want to. I don't want that smoke.
Yeah, I don't think any of us do.
No.
But you know, some of the competition is certainly fierce, and you know, it's such a good watch. Roulette gets better the longer it goes on. The matches get more intense. It's always so good. It's always so fun to see and be a part of. Thank you both of our competitors for giving us a great match to watch. That was awesome. It looks like Mendy is still got a match ongoing over on his channel, so I think
Let's get over there.
Yeah, let's kick it over there. I don't imagine that one's going to be going for too much longer. It has to be close now. So let's go join that cast. Mendy will walk us through the brackets at the end of it and the upcoming matches as well. So please keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for supporting the Roulette Rivals events. Let's enjoy what's going on over on Mendy's channel, and we'll see you at the next one. Gordy, thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody.
Always a pleasure. Catch you later.